wasn't animal in game 1. It's game 2 where his opponent, he got down in the mud with him. What an animal. Here we go. We're getting into the next game. We're getting into 10,000 feet and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of 10,000 feet. We have our German Protoss player. We have our green Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Jumy. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player, the blue Protoss himself, representing his new team, Stowny Balls. It is a Shameless. And if you're in the chat, it is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Now, coming into this PvP, Shameless is the favorite player. He is the reigning champion of the previous OSC Elite Rising Star tournament. So Shameless, he is one of the favorite players to make a deep run, if not even win the tournaments once again. Meanwhile, Jumy is one of those few players that can threaten Shameless, for sure. Especially in PvP. Like, Jumy can be very aggressive, very intense, very dynamic. Oh, and here we go. Here we go. Am I missing some context? Am I missing context out here? So now we have 2-gate. 2-gate opener out of Jumy, 2-gate opener out of a Shameless. Let's go. Now we are moving in. From here we have our standard openers. No proxy yet. Jumy does come in for a scout. Are they referring to the GLHF? Is that? It's illegal, baby. True. Illegal. Either that or there was a conversation earlier, which I don't fully understand. But sure. Here we go. For now, we have our initial depths. We have double adept opening here by Jumy. Likewise, a double stalker out of our Shameless. Oh, God, never mind. Oh, no. Not like this. I feel like this is a self-report. If we know anything about Jumy, not gonna lie, Jumy. He's also an animal. He's... Jumy is not quite on the level of Homono, but he's an animal in his own way. 100%. Jumy. Oh. Okay, looks like there was a bit of a pause. For now, though, we do have Shameless taking his natural base, likewise Jumy looking to take his own as well. No proxies, no shenanigans here. Jumy does come in from behind, avoiding the stalkers. Does avoid Shameless sequence across the map, but Jumy looking for economic damage, but Shameless is in position. He's ready. Ooh, does not block in time. Oh, Jumy gets in. Probe's going to be going down at the same time. Shameless gets across the map, knocks down the battery. That's going to be so much damage, though. That's what, 4 or 5 probes? 6? Yeah, 6. 6 probes go down. A critical damage being dealt early on. At the same time, Shameless does kill the steel battery, but there are sentries that defend. We have hallucinations. He hallucinates. Yeah, we do focus fire the sentries. Hallucinations, they tank some volleys. Not bad. They tank some shots. And there is some counter damage going on here at least, but I mean, this pales in comparison to the economic damage that Shameless had sustained. As he does get one real stalker. Go for the sentry. Stalker goes down. Shameless pulls away. Does back off, does pull away behind this, get into his own prism, looking to push across the map. The early robo does tell us here that Shameless wants to push. Wants to be aggressive. I mean, hey, Shameless is behind economically. He needs to. Jumy back at home. It's all about surviving. We have the Twilight Council on the way into Blink, into a 3rd gateway. Jumy, he does have 1 battery on the low ground, but he does not know the build of choice. He does not know how aggressive Shameless is being. Shameless, he commits. Jumy's in the dark. Setting up his own pylon. And remember, this is pre-blink. Force Field's cannon will lock Jumy down. And Force Field's a dominate. Speaking of, ooh, catching up 3 Stalkers. No, yeah, 3 Stalkers, 8 chords. 1, 2, 3 Stalkers will fall. We have the battery helping out within range of 1 of them at least. As you look down, another 2 Stalkers. Again, the voids are pulled, 12 probes go down, and Shameless is on it. Shameless is on it. He will lose the prism, but it does not matter. Breaks through the main army. And GG gets called. GG gets called. Shameless, he takes game number 1. GG. Whew. GG will play it again. Jumy had a good start. He had a better start at catching out 6 probes at the beginning of the game. That was a very strong start for Jumy. That should not have happened. But at the same time, Shameless just turned it into a 2-base all-in. He just built up into a 2-base all-in, and Jumy didn't see it coming. If he did, we would have seen defensive sentries. We would have seen defensive additional batteries as well. That would have been a big advantage here if he was able to set up his batteries more than just the one, and to be able to hold on by enough time for his own blink play to kick in. GG though. GG well played. Shameless had no idea. Sorry, Jumy had no idea. Didn't see what was going on, and with that, we're now getting into game number 2. As spawning in the bottom hand corner of Celestial Enclave, we have the green Protoss player. We have the German Protoss down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back and make a series out of this. It is Jumy. And spawning in the right hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player. The blue Protoss player himself representing Stowny Balls. It is Shameless. Let's go. Let's go. As Jumy moves out very quickly across the map. Goes for a much earlier scout. Oh, I was like, he's going for an early scout. No. He's going for the early cannon rush. Forge is on the way. Didn't see the chat. Let the devolution revolution begin. Yes. As Jumy's coming in with the cannon rush, and Shameless so far has no idea. Oh boy, Shameless going for his own proxy. No, sorry, he's going for his own scout. Getting into the pocket expansion. Remember, there's a worker path directly into the bases. A little bit misplaced initially. Okay, scouts. Scout does confirm. Cannons are on the way. I believe this cannon is within range of the gas geyser. Proxying inside of the natural. Ooh. As Jumy, he does gain high ground vision. Does get his pylon on the high grounds. If that does finish, we can start cannons behind the mineral line. Jumy pulls away his probe. Cannon does finish. Oh no. Yeah, cannons is complete, and Jumy's going in. He wants the cannons. He's getting them. He gets them up and running here. He takes over the mineral line, and that's going to be game. Oh no. Zealot has arrived. But I believe the cannon should allow for at least one of these to finish. So let's spray the balloon. And if these cannons complete, I mean, that's it. Like, that is a win condition here. Zealot is distracted. Probes in move in to deal with the opposing workers. One cannon is denied, just barely. There's a cancellation, but the other should finish. Okay, the other will complete. Ooh, it does fall. Okay. Oh, what about the third cannon, though? The third cannon. Ah, it finishes. Yeah, it does complete. More damage here. Ooh, takes down the Zealot as well. Zealot does fall. Zero mining going on here for Shameless. Now going back in. Oof. Yeah, he cannot mine. He cannot mine. As more cannons are completing. Plenty of progression, plenty of HP. And there it is, GG. GG gets called. Jumy ties up the series 1-1. We're going to the ace match. Let's go. GG, well played. Jumy does have the series here. Again, pulling off the cannon rush and setting up behind the mineral line. Again, if you can get your cannons behind the mineral line of your opposing player, that's game. All right, that means just zero mining, zero economy. Cannot get the main base back up and running. GG. As Jumy was able to set up real fast and real quick in the main, and that leads us into the ace match. Oh my god, what were the voting for the map pool this season? We just spoke about Beckett Industries earlier. This is the other map, by the way. We actually brought this up by just happen chance earlier. Submarine. Also a hyper aggressive map. Here we go, spawning. This was around, again, I can't remember. It was either Beckett Industries first and then Submarine, or the other way around. But spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Submarine, we have the green Protoss player. We have the German Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Jumy. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss himself representing Sounding Balls. It is Shameless. And Jumy's going for the proxy. Let's go. Let's go for the proxy. Welcome one and all to Submarine. Again, Submarine is one of the very old maps. I say very old maps. I mean, it's still technically in the modern era of StarCraft. Submarine was around during the EPT era, so I'm thinking 2020. Hold on. As we're going for the proxy 2 gate. Back at home, no gases, so extra gateways. We're going for the flower, Mass Zealot. Mass Zealot here. Oh, sorry, I thought it was going to be a 3rd gateway, but no, it's going to be 2 gates with the forge for cannons. So it's another variation of cannon rush. It's a later cannon rush in a sense that it's a later forge, but we do have Mass Zealots on the way. Ooh, as Jumy does close the door. So because Jumy got the pylon down, that means that Jumy has control of the door. He can cancel at any time and get in at any time. So Jumy has control of the ramp. As he actually lets the pylon finish. Okay, that I was not expecting. I was let it finish. There we go, setting up cannons on low ground. I had to double check here. So Beckett Industries was around in 2021. There we go. Sorry, yeah, that's Beckett Industries. And the Submarine was around in 2020. Okay, so it was Submarine first and then Beckett Industries. Okay. That's it, 2020. For those that are wondering, the OSC tournaments, they do have an extended map pool where players vote on their maps. So players, they voted on both Submarine and Beckett Industries to make it through. And they did. As the gateway's under fire. Massive damage here. One Stalker does pop out, but just the one. As they'll say, flooding in. No, we're pushing forward. The first pylon is still done. True, the first pylon is still alive. Depowers the gateway. One cannon goes down. Ooh, that's a kill. That's a kill on the cancel, and we do need another backup probe here. Probe is on the way. Probe is on the way. We just had one more worker here to keep the cannon rush going. That is Narches's pylon. Backup pylon just finished. And backup pylon did complete. This first pylon does does eat up so much energy though. So much energy. Getting to the backup pylon. There's 4 batteries on the way. The hell, they just stand and fight. Oh, they get surrounded. Nice round. Nice round of the Zealots. We have more Zealots trickling in. Stalker will survive. Just barely. And Shameless, he is holding. He's holding on. The batteries are finishing. We're running out of steam, running out of Zealots. Oh no, let me come in. Has to be careful. Has to be careful with the move command. Meanwhile, more cannons are finishing up. Oh, he's supplied. Okay, there we go. Mortal's on the way. Mortal's on the way here. The Immortal can help defend. If it stays powered. The pylon's under fire. The pylon. Use the battery. Use it. There we go. The battery saving the pylon just a little bit longer here, but it will still go down. Backup pylon is done. Keep the robo alive. The boy's being pulled. Oh my god. And just barely, the Immortal has arrived. Does focus on the Zealots. Does focus them down. And with that, Shameless is holding. Shameless is holding on. He still has a better economy as well. Jumy now taking gases for the first time. Shameless breaking out. Takes down the first cannon. The first of many. The first of many here. 1, 2, 3 cannons going to be falling. Shameless, he breaks out. And again, Jumy's behind in tech. Jumy is down in workers, is down in tech as well. Jumy setting up a backup proxy. Now Shameless can search for the proxy itself. He's looking. He's looking. And behind this doesn't even have a gateway. True. We see Shameless checking the triangular third location. Now moving towards the linear third. Does find it. Does find the proxy. And we're approaching the Stargate as well. Okay. Everything's gonna get depowered. It's all depowered. There's 0 production buildings back at home for Jumy, by the way. Jumy has 0 units to work with. Here's only probes. Now going for the cyber core. Backup pylon here for Shameless. Sorry, backup pylon for Jumy, I meant to say. Cyber core sniped, a massive tech pickoff. Shameless does his count. He does! Oh no, he sees a pylon. Yeah, he does see the pylon, does confirm the Stargate as well. Void Rays on the way. And 1 pylon should fall. Can we get both? She was like, why are you scouting? Shameless, I mean, scouting illegal. Yeah, the pylon does fall. GG gets called, and Shameless, who will claim the series 2-1. He will advance on into the next round. GG. Este Jumy. With a different variation of counter rush, to be fair. And I mean, Jumy, he was gaining ground, right? It was very impressive that Jumy, he let the first pylon finished. He had his gateway on, his cannon on the low ground as well. I will say that Jumy did lose his first probe quite quickly, and he would have benefited from sending an earlier second probe across the map. So that did slow Jumy down, right? That slowed down his cannons, it slowed down his assault. That gave time for Shameless to build up his robo, his immortal production, and that first immortal surviving and coming out of that robo. I mean, that was almost game then and there, right? With the help of the immortal, he could break out from the contain, shut down the proxy, and of course shut down the follow-up proxy as well. GG, well played. Now with that, Shameless who will claim the series, and with that we're getting into our next matchup here. It's going to be our 4th best of 3 of the evening. We're going to be jumping into UED Soldier versus Hacker is Tough. Oh boy, speaking of fast games, Hacker is Tough is also an animal. He does nothing but place random and nothing but cheese as well. Non-stop all-ins out of Hacker is Tough. Let's go. As I should fix up, there we go. The player icon.